I was working as the lead database engineer for a multi-million-dollar tech firm. I single-handedly built their entire server infrastructure from scratch, but everything changed when the CEO's 22-year-old son, Hunter, got hired as my new manager. Hunter wore $3,000 suits, bragged about his inheritance, and did not know a single line of code. On his very first day, he decided to look important by cutting the entire development team's salary by 15% to optimize budget efficiency. Meanwhile, a brand new company sports car showed up in his private parking spot. I stood up in the middle of the conference room and told him that cutting developer pay would make the whole team walk out. Hunter just smirked, pointed at the door, and said, "You're easily replaceable. In fact, you're fired. Get your stuff and get out." The entire room went dead silent. I just smiled, packed my bag, and walked out. But Hunter had absolutely no idea about the massive trap he had just walked into. See, Hunter was too incompetent to check the network logs. He did not realize that the entire company server database was protected by a unique multi-layered encryption key that was hard-coded to my personal security profile. 3 hours later, I was sitting at a diner when my phone started vibrating violently. The entire company network had completely crashed, locking every single employee out of their computers. Hunter had tried to force change the admin passwords to prove he was in charge, triggering an automatic system lockdown. I ignored the first 10 calls, but then my phone screen lit up with a name that made me freeze. It was Hunter calling me directly. He was not smirking anymore. He was screaming at the top of his lungs, threatening to sue me and ruin my career if I did not get back to the office right now. I calmly told him I did not work there anymore and hung up in his face. 10 minutes later, the CEO himself called me, practically begging. He offered to double my original salary if I fixed the crash immediately. I told him I would do it, but only under one brutal condition. I told the CEO that Hunter had to be fired immediately, on camera, in front of the entire staff. The CEO did not even hesitate. 5 minutes later, he sent me a live Zoom link. I watched the screen as the CEO walked into Hunter's office with 2 armed security guards, told him he was a useless brat, and had him dragged out of the building while Hunter threw a literal temper tantrum in the hallway. I logged in remotely, entered my encryption key, and fixed the system in exactly 2 minutes. Now I'm sitting in my new office with a double salary. Rules are rules, Hunter.